Hello everyone, I'm Scarecrow85 and this is Quest of Dungeons, and we're doing this game over for the win style, which, I mean, honestly, it's the same as what this game is anyway. Basically, game over for the win is where I make every game a roguelike. It means I get one go, and if I die, the video ends. But this is a roguelike, which pretty much, if I die, it ends the run. So it's the same thing. Oops. Oh my goodness. Right. Oh, I thought that was my health for a minute. I was like, oh, I'm really dying quickly. It was the enemy's health. That was a little panic just then. Right, so it's been a while since I last played this, as you may have noticed. This is Quest of Dungeons. I keep idiotically walking into trouble. So, this game is a roguelike, and it's quite a lot like a proper roguelike in the regards of it being a sort of top-down dungeon crawler. You pick from a number of different classes. This is available on the game, on the, and he said the Game Boy, the Nintendo DS, 3DS specifically, in which, for some reason, one of the character classes that you can pick from is the Necrodancer, from Cryptid the Necrodancer, which I have not played, but I always appreciate a cameo from a character from another game. That's quite cool. It's not in this though for some reason. So, I don't know. Maybe that's a Nintendo exclusive for... I don't know. I don't know what governs it really. So, you've noticed I'm wandering around pretty much randomly at the moment. There's not anything specific that I'm doing. I shouldn't have collected this. So this is a mission that I picked up, a quest. It's asking me to kill some guy. He's in the north position of this floor. What that really means is I just spawned an incredibly difficult enemy into the map and I don't know where it is. I really do need to move a little bit slower. So usually when I play video games, if I get the choice of playing a ranged character or a gunner, that's what I go for. I tend to be best when I'm not running headlong into combat. You might not think that by the way I'm playing right now, because I am kind of hurtling straight at them, but yeah, I like to just take my time and plan my attacks a little bit. I find this guy to be pretty good. That looked useful. Right, yep, we're going to equip that with the X button. There we go. You know what, we're not achieving anything on the first floor. I mean, we can level up and get a little stronger, but wouldn't it be better if we went straight down to the second floor and fought all those really tough enemies that are definitely on the second floor? Oh. Looking pretty hot in here. Okay. Whittled it down to one enemy. Ah! This was a poor idea. What was I thinking? Oh, we got lucky. And down to 8 health. You should be able to see in the top left of my screen there. Uh-oh. Oh, I took a chance. Every action you do is followed by an action from the enemy. I'm going to use that. It's going to increase my defense. So, it's effectively a turn-based game. Which is why just running into a room like I have been doing is not clever. You should step block by block, square by square, so that you don't just go crashing straight into enemies. Uh-oh. That's a boss. It looks like a magical type as well, which means it's probably ranged, so I'm not gonna mess with that guy. There we go, we leveled up. Now maybe I will. Just kidding, no. Right, that's a trap. It's always worth slapping a few extra enemies around. Ah, a bow. What does that do? Oh, it's good. We'll have it. Right, so this game gives you a rather nice, quite large inventory, which is good. Games like this, you know, you want a big inventory because you're going to spend most of your time just scooping up everything you can find. which is very satisfying. It's got a real kleptomaniacal kind of thing going on. Kleptomania, that's stealing, isn't it? Yeah. I had my doubts for a second there. Yeah, you just want to hoover up everything you can find. Certain items, though, are worth more than others, and you will start to identify the things that just fill up your inventory, really. They're not that useful. For example, these here. I just collected a sort of gem. Oh look, this door needs 2 silver keys. Oh hello, I'm carrying a book. Rain of Knives. Use. There we go. Right bumper. Is that it? Nope. Oh, here we go. Rain of Knives. We'll have that. So that'll be handy for tackling bosses, because if I hit them with that, there's a good chance that they'll start bleeding and suffering damage constantly during the fight, which will be good. Anything that ends it quicker is good by me. The best book, in my opinion, particularly when you're playing as a ranger, the best book you can find is the Tome of Sleep, I think it's called. Well, I don't know what it's called, but it makes them sleep. And if you get that, I mean, look, the thing is, once an enemy gets close enough to attack, like, I can use these guys as an example. So at the moment, that tree is 1 square away from me, which means he can't hurt me, but I can hurt him. The minute he gets as close as that, I can't shake him. He's always going to be 1 square behind me, no matter what I do. Now, if the boss does that, you're in real trouble, because you can't get rid of him at all. If he's 1 square away, you can go through a door and slam the door in his face. Bosses and enemies can't open doors, so to escape a boss, you need to keep him at bay, especially if you're a ranger, because, you know, it's always best to shoot at distance. So, he got caught in a trap. Oh, he dropped an item in the trap, so I'm going to have to try and disarm it. Nope, I got hurt by it. But, yeah, putting the boss to sleep, basically what I do is I attack the boss to get his attention. He'll approach me while I attack him. Once he gets close enough to actually hurt me, I put him to sleep and run away. It's the brave person's tactic. But we may not be able to do that this run, because the books are completely randomised. You don't know if you're going to find them or where you're going to find them. I picked one up earlier, I just realised. Let's take a look. Feather. I'm not even sure what that does. But we might as well just do it anyway. I usually end up with a massive pile of magic spells that I've learned, but don't use. Right, so this is all going very well. The trouble with this game, as with all roguelikes, is if you get a little cocky, if you start to sort of take things for granted, like I am right now. I'm motoring around at the moment. I should be walking a little more carefully. Things can go wrong very quickly, particularly if you run into a golden enemy, which is one of the ones that spawns when you collect those missions, which I've just thought, actually, I think I did get one for this floor, didn't I? Yeah, oh, floor 1 though, so that's fine, we're on floor 2. I was just thinking, I'm kind of hurtling around here, and at any minute I could stumble across that guy. So what I can do is I could go back to floor 1 and clear that floor, as in go in every room and fight every enemy and find that mini-boss. There's probably an actual boss on that floor as well. But, honestly, I can't be bothered. I mean, generally speaking, with roguelikes, as with any RPG, the more time you put in, the more benefit you get out. Here we go, we found a shop. Let's just sell all my junk, shall we? That's sell. Right, you don't want fish, because they make you sick. You don't want these, they're just literally for selling. We don't want that, because it's no good to me. Nor is that, nor is that, nor is that. We don't want that, and we don't want that. The rest of it is all healing items and 1 key, so we'll be fine. Actually, can I buy anything now? Ah, he's stocking all my junk. No, we can't. So we'll leave it at that. And we're going to move on. There's a door here. So what I'm doing as we run around is I'm searching for bosses, really. I mean, one of the first things you want to do when you get to any floor is find that merchant. Because as you go along in this game, you're just going to be non-stop, as I said, just like hoovering up every item you find. Anything you can see. I get really... like, I can't leave things behind, it drives me crazy. And I have to sell it to the merchant. He needs to buy my stuff. So, oh, hello. Yeah, you'll find that he's a very important person to find, because then you can sell all your garbage to him. Kill this guy. He may not look it, but he's very strong. He was last seen at the west position. Okay, that'll be on the left. So we're in the complete wrong place for that. We'll head over there in a moment. Oh, hang on. Right, we're levelling up quite nicely at the moment. That's good. Oh, that's a little bit better than what I've got. It's got that Borderlands thing as well of... well, I say Borderlands, they hardly invented it, did they? But that thing where every time you find an item, you just look at its little numbers, and if the numbers it's got are bigger than the numbers you've currently got, then that's the one for you. Yeah, you always want to be carrying the weapon with the highest numbers. I mean, your character's base stats will increase every time you level up, but if you've got a weapon that's got a high attack stat, it's going to be devastating. That's one of the frustrating things. If you go a floor ahead of where you should be currently and sort of muscle your way through like I did at the start of this particular floor, that's all well and good, but now if I go back to floor 1, which I might do to go and take out that enemy, everything's going to be incredibly easy down there, and any items that I find are going to be not as good as what I've currently got. It's just they're doomed to... whoops! Oh my goodness, that was a lot of damage. See, this is what I mean about rushing. So we're going to escape. Ha 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 ha. And then we're going to go right back at him. Right, where was it? Oh yeah, over there. Right, snipe, 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 snipe! Got ya! Haha. That's how we do it. I love that, thank you. Okay, oh, the boss didn't actually drop all that much of any use, that's a shame. Ah! See what I mean? I just like ran in there and I got a tree in the face. All happened a little quickly. Oh, secret stash. Thanks. So I'm going to have to take all this garbage and chuck it in the face of the merchant in a minute. I'm looking for the boss that I've summoned, the golden enemy. Golden enemies quite often end my runs, so I'm going to be really careful around him if I find him. I don't know what the actual rule is, but I think like a proper boss like the one we just defeated, those guys are like predetermined for their flaws, so they have a specific sort of health and hit points, and you know, they're designed to be appropriate and applicable to you at this level on this floor. Whereas a golden enemy, I think it's kind of random as to how powerful they're going to be. They just sort of, sometimes they'll be an absolute pushover, other times they will soundly kick your ass. So yeah, well, got to be careful, because you can get defeated in very few hits. Like they just slap dead. Did I say west? Might be somewhere around here then. Ah, that's him. There he is. This is our golden boss. Got him. See, that's the great thing about being an archer. Don't have to get anywhere near him. Okay, cool. We leveled up and we found pretty much every door in every room. It's just that one that's locked to the south of where we currently are. We're not going to worry about it. Let's just sell all our junk to the merchant as usual. Oh, yeah, we don't want that. That. Okay, thanks, dude. Oh, I might be able to buy some junk off of him as well. Do I have a cape? No, I haven't got a shield. Should we get a shield? Yeah, let's do that. Bam! Now we've got a shield. Hooray! More defense. Okay, it looks like there's a staircase just through here. Let's go down. Not gonna lie, oh wait, down. Down? What floor are we on? So yeah, I'm not sure how many floors are in this dungeon. Can't remember. Just going to keep going until I get to the end. So there's a story in this, and it's not important really, but I'll tell you it anyway. It effectively is just there's a warlock, I think, and he's stolen all of the light out of the world, so everything's gone dark, and he's put the light into a lantern, and he's hidden the lantern inside this dungeon. So we're going to have to explore, find the light, and then take it back to the rest of the world. What that actually means is simply get to the end, fight the boss, and win. Find a skull of Krull. Try searching at the south position of floor 3. Alright, we'll do that. It's bothering me that I've got a quest just sitting there. I need to go back to the original floor. But that would be boring, so I'm not going to. Oh, hello. What's that? Good. Plus 10. We like that. I like this. I can just walk into a room and start hammering the shoot button. My character automatically takes aim. I can just take out everyone before they ever get anywhere near me, which is nice. You could say it's the coward's way of playing, but you would be wrong. You have to be very brave to play like this. Okay, Skull of Grunt? Find a Skull of Grunt. Try searching at the centre position at floor 3. And a mouthful of tea for my efforts. Oh, that is good tea. It's getting pretty wintry around here at the moment, so a nice hot drink is much appreciated. Right, what are we doing? I just found a leg of chicken inside that table. That makes some sense. Ha, just kidding, it makes no sense. Oh, hello. Got ya. Oh dear. Yeah, I have had the odd instance where I've gone down a staircase and found myself in a boss room surrounded by enemies and a boss. And the problem is you can't go straight back up the staircase. You have to step off of the staircase and then back onto it, which is 2 turns. Well, it's 1 turn really, I suppose. But either way, it's enough to get absolutely slaughtered if the enemies are strong enough. And if it's in a floor you haven't been to before, the chances are it is going to be way above, well, maybe not way above your level, but enough that they could a boss would probably slap you silly. You should always attempt the bosses last when you reach a floor. So when you find one, if you're playing quite quickly and you're running around like I am, you'll probably hurtle straight into the room and end up in a situation before you even realise there is a boss there. Okay, just going to equip some nice clothing. Good. So you can see how my inventory is filling up now. I need to find the merchant for this floor so I can sell some of this lovely garbage. So the blue magic circle on the floor there, if I step on that, I'll get a boon or a bonus. A temporary passive effect like increased defense. And it'll only last for like 100 turns. I tend to avoid collecting them because, well, for one thing, 100 turns isn't actually that many. Like, just walking across this dungeon, I've probably done 100 already. Just walking from when I first said that until now. Like, 100 squares is nothing. So, they don't last very long. And I'm always kind of worried that I might stumble across a boss and quite close to one, in which case it would be better to have it sort of ready to go. So if I realise there is a boss, I can run back, hit the magic circle, and then tackle the boss with increased defence. Which is always a smart thing to do. Let's collect that and then chuck that fish out. Or eat it. Nom nom. Okay, we're fine. We didn't get poisoned by that. That's good. Yeah, poisonous... Well, the fish can poison you. I mean, it's a raw fish. You probably shouldn't be eating it, but... As far as the game's concerned, it's not a guaranteed thing. Where do we go? There we go. Oh, it's quite a good teleporter, actually. Let's have a look. Kill somebody or other southwest. That's kind of where we are. So, could be in trouble. Oh. Yeah, when it tells you the name of the enemy you're looking for, it doesn't tell you what kind of enemy it is. So this place is full of rats. For all I know, the boss that I'm now looking for could be a rat. Always good to get an item or accessory of a type that you don't already have. You don't have to compare it to anything, you just equip the damn thing. See, so I know that there's a boss around here somewhere, so this magic circle could come in really handy. Oh, hello. Speaking of handy, a regular gem. Haha, thank you. Okay, right, we found a skull. That's good, that's one of our mission objectives. Not quite sure how shooting a ghost with a bow and arrow counts as killing it, but okay. Right, there's a rat in here, and it's the golden enemy that I was mentioning. So... too far away. Oh, come on. Okay, well we're fine. We managed to defeat him fairly easily, so that's okay. We can move a little more confidently now because we know that a golden enemy is not knocking around. Let's just quickly sell some of this rubbish back to the guy. Oh, only got one thing. It's alright, we'll get rid of it anyway. Try and keep our inventory as clear as possible. The further you go, the more chaotic the inventory gets. Just try to make sure to be carrying plenty of healing items. I mean, if you're the kind of person that likes collecting buff potions and whatnot, go ahead. But usually I can't bother with it, like, they don't last long enough. Ooh, 4.0 wisdom. I think wisdom's only applicable when you're using magic, which I don't use a lot of. I don't know if it's a ranger specific thing, but this character is very good at defusing traps. I'm not going to chance it though. I could step on that bear trap and potentially my character will automatically immobilise that trap. But it's another skull! Yay! God, look at all this loot. What do these trousers do? They look great. Oh. Not as good as what I've got. Okay, up here, nothing. So if you look on a minimap in the top left, something I've noticed about this game is that it generates its maps, but never does the map loop around. You'll always find your way to dead ends. You will never find a path that starts in one room, goes all the way around a bunch of other rooms and comes back to the same one. That will never happen. Everything goes to a dead end in this game. It all sort of tree roots out from a central room. Oh! Accidentally walked into a bat. So each floor has its own sort of visual theme, which is nice. We're currently on the red floor. I'm going to jump in this teleporter for no reason, really. Thought it'd be fun to throw myself into a stupid situation for no reason. You never know where you're going to end up when you go through these. Uh-oh. Okay, didn't do a lot of damage to him. Going to shut the door and pretend that never happened. It is funny how the bosses can't open doors. Right, so this little area is cut off because I have to get through here in order to... Oops! Forgot he could do that. I wonder if I can trick him into... Oh, he disabled the trap. That's annoying. Whoop. Forget about it. Yeah, bosses can't open doors. They can't follow you through teleports. So, never mind. yeah, I forgot that opening the door counted as my turn. So on his turn, he came through it. That was not smart on my part. I just wanted to have another look at him, really. Ah! So, where I just was with the boss is somewhere on this map. I'm just not quite sure where yet. We'll find out. I purposely triggered traps, in case you were wondering. It gives me more things to shoot at. Ah! Traps usually drop enemies on you. And enemies equals loot, so... Oh, and levelling up, obviously. Experience points. There we go, leveled up again. So I'm probably about a level higher than I should be at the moment, because I skipped floor 1. Not necessarily advised, but, you know, play this at whatever speed you want. I like playing it quite quickly. Ha, that guy tried to steal from me. Fool, you can't steal from a ranger. I mean, he can. Right, there's a key required to get through that door down there, and I don't have one. That's annoying. My inventory's nearly full. Where's that merchant? It's funny, actually, because quite often I'll find myself desperately in need of a merchant, searching all over the place for the guy, so I can sell all my inventory items. Oops, yeah. And, he's like the line block in Tetris. Like, when you need him most, you won't find him. It's so annoying. Oh, I thought that was an NPC or something. Just an enemy standing bang smack where I needed to go. I think I just got some boots. Lovely. Delightful. Okay, we've got one of every clothing type. You can't go in with a full set of armour, so it's nice when you get a complete set, you know. Ah, he stole my apple. I wonder if I got that back for killing him. Not sure. Right, nearly there. Let's go this way. Oh, another one of these. Ah! Oops. Oh yeah, I forgot there was a boss. Got him. Oh, but my inventory's full. Okay, what don't we need? Let's just chuck these on the floor for now. Drop, 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 drop. Yeah, the gems aren't worth much. Sell value 16. That's not great. I mean, these fabric pants that don't look like fabric pants sell for 817, so much more worth keeping on your person. Right, what do we just acquire? Some books. Got steel and illusions. Not bad. I never use steel. Illusions might be good. Right, so we've met back up with where we got to when we used that teleporter. That's fine. Defeated that boss like it ain't no thing. And we're going... Ah, hello! There you are. Looking for you, matey. I'm going to sell some stuff. Right, what is the sell button? That is. Here we go. I'm just going to get rid of anything that is non-essential. I mean, health items are essential, but I've probably overdone it a little bit. Don't want to get caught short, though. Oh, no, can't go that way. So this is pretty much the gameplay loop now, until we get further into the dungeon. It's the same thing over and over again. It's explore rooms, defeat enemies, gain experience, maybe do a little mini mission here and there, and ultimately you're doing it all so that you can just keep progressing through these floors until you reach the bottom floor. Fun fact, when you defeat the final boss, the Necromancer or Warlock or whatever he's called, when you defeat him, he'll drop a whole bunch of items, including armour and weapons, which at that point are pointless, because as soon as you've beaten him, you've effectively won the game anyway. Like, you still need to go and pick up the Lantern of Light, but it's a formality, you've won. So I always find it funny that you can level up by equipping some of this stuff. It's pointless. As soon as you finish, the game is basically over. Well, it is over. It's completely over. I like these little enemies. They look like beholders from Dungeons and Dragons. I know they can't be though, because they have too few tentacles. I think a standard beholder has 10 eyeball tentacles, if memory serves correctly. In fact, if I'm wrong and you know it, let me know in the comments. Yeah, beholders are quite interesting. They're one of the more powerful enemies in Dungeons and Dragons, if not the most powerful enemy. More so than the titular dragons, I should think. I wouldn't really know. Don't know anything about dragons in D&D, funnily enough. No one ever seems to come across them, despite it being called Dungeons and Dragons. But yeah, beholders are quite fun. They can cancel magic with their central eye, and then all the other eyeballs do a specific type of spell each. Oh, did I use a key to get in here, or was this just open? Because this is a great place to get some decent stuff. Right, let's chuck that on the floor. Dunk, 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 dunk. Also dunk and dunk. There you go. Collect. Hold on to the oh, blast. Just picked up like my entire inventory again by accident. There is a option in the menu that forces the game, because I've got it set at the moment so that I automatically pick up everything that I walk across. Because that's how I'm used to playing this. I have this on 3DS, and this is how it was set up by default, and I like it. I did try playing this in the mode where you have to... Oh, I've been set on fire. That's not good. What was I saying? Something about a mode. Who cares? Am I on fire? No. Oh yeah, there is a mode where when you step on an item, you have to press a button in order to pick up the item. Whereas I've changed it so that it automatically picks up everything that I walk across, or attempts to. Obviously, this technique can lead to a few problems with items being picked up when you don't want them, or accidentally, or just filling up your inventory really quickly. Like, if you do it manually, you'll have to consider everything that you've picked up and when you're going to use it. You can read its description, so on and so forth. You know, you're in here. And if you've got the option to press a button to pick something up, then you've also got the option not to press the button and not pick up, which can actually be quite handy. Like, for example, just now, I didn't want that pile of items. I knew that's what it was, but the only way through was to step on it and automatically pick it up, which meant I had to then go in and try and get rid of it. Find a darkness pendant. Try searching the west position. I'm starting to feel like maybe it selects whatever direction you're not currently in. Right, let's try one of these warps. That actually did work. Interesting. They don't always. Sometimes they take you somewhere you don't want to go. Other times they straight up don't work. So... Ah! Can't carry any more of this. Oh, there's a pendant. That was easy. Got myself a little beholder sandwich there. That wasn't too clever, was it? Still came out on top. And now I have leveled up quite a bit I'm relatively powerful by this point, I should think. I have absolutely no idea what floor we're on. I think it's 4th floor, maybe 5th floor. I'm going to guess there's maybe 10 floors. I don't know. Give them... Oh, hard time. Cheerio. Oh, didn't even see him. He just walked into my arrow. So this is the room that I missed out on. This connects us to the rest of the dungeon. Right, we're going to want that. So, drop and drop. So what does the green thing do? Will grant you extra HP for a certain time. Yeah, that's fine. The bow, not so good, unfortunately. Oh, blast it, another bow. I suppose we could do without these. 10 HP, 25 HP. Let's go with that one. Whoa, worth it. Right, where do we go from here? Go north and experiment, see what's on the other side of that entrance, or exit, or whatever you want to call it. Take note, there's a staircase leading down. Find an iron pendant, southwest. It's got some fairly chilled out music, which I appreciate. Very relaxing. I'm quite familiar with it now, so I wouldn't mind if they like patched in a new track. Sometimes you'll hear the growl of a new enemy, but you won't see it. That's because it's spawned in a room near you, but not immediately accessible to you. Right, we just picked up another bow. Rubbish. It's no good to us. I'm going to drop that. There's no point carting that around. 25 HP, 10 HP. Let's get rid of some of these blue bottles. Collect some cool items. Yay! Right, weak, rubbish, weak, also weak. Minus 13. Drop! 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 What's that? Bullseye. Ah, hello matey. Always happy to see your face. Ha, just kidding, can't see his face. Sell. We can buy stuff from him. That cracked shield. Oops! Oh no, that was not my intention. Oh well, we just accidentally bought a shield. Let's hope it's good. Oh, it is good. Oh, it's really good. Okay, that's actually... that works out alright, didn't it, everyone? Sell. There we go. Oh my goodness. Can't believe I just did that. Anyway. Oh, I'll tell you what. Let's collect that. If there's anything left of it by the time I get to the staircase, which is here. Right, so I'm surrounded by enemies, but I still have the benefit of the buff that I just collected. And the buff made my defense higher, I think. Okay, cool. Ah! Oh, got a helmet there. Is it? Wow, wow. I always love it when you get one and it's not only like worth equipping, it's not only a higher number than the one you've currently got, but a big way higher. Oh, we didn't get one of the things on the previous floor. Who cares? Get a bad guy. He may not look... Where's it always he, by the way? How genderist. Just kidding, I don't care. He may not look it, but he's very strong. He was last seen at the south position of floor 6. Now that's a problem, because I don't know what position I'm currently in on floor 6. So we could stumble across another tough enemy. That would be probably not good at this point. Okay, fine, let's head south. Very carefully. Yeah, okay. Relatively fine. Ooh. Came out of nowhere. There's a guy. Terrified. Could be hiding around any corner. Oh, net needs a key. Oh, leveled up. Nice. So I'm pretty much one-shotting a lot of these standard enemies now. Okay, took 2 hits. Call me a liar, will you? There we go, we disabled those spikes as well. Lucky us. Okay, got rid of those guys. Heading inwards. I do like this, and I mean, you know, to ask anything more of them would be both silly and greedy. But I don't know, there are a few sort of patch suggestions that I could come up with. Nothing major, mind you. Drop. Right, that's the B button. I've got the A and the B button running the wrong way, that's the problem. That's some sort of lens from the beholders, I'm presuming. Don't know. Alright, what do we got? Can I do anything with that? No. 36. 36. Okay. Right, where are we going? Down, south. Down south! Yeah! The beautiful south. Nope, nothing there. Okay, let's go up that way then. So as usual, I'm playing this on my Xbox controller, wired, plugged into my Microsoft PC, and plays perfectly well. The controller is what it is. This is a good, comfortable one to play like this. This game's available on pretty much every console you own, so there's no excuse not to have a copy of this. It's certainly worthwhile. It's a lot of fun. I'm almost tempted to get it on Switch as well and have it on literally every console. Oh, hang on, there's a door here. Ha! Just one shot at a mummy on the way through. I'm going to leave that. It looks nice, but it's probably not worth too much. It's certainly not on its own. Die, strange zombie man thing. That's the trouble, isn't it? When you realise that mummies are basically zombies. They look different, but they shamble along and they eat brains. I mean, what more do you want? Their weaknesses, presumably. We all know what the weaknesses of vampires and werewolves are, but mummies, not so sure. Maybe hugs? I'm gonna try hugs. Hey, hello. Come out of nowhere, where'd he come from? Right, hello. What was that? Show me. Show me! Ooh, very good. Very nice. Did we already find... I can't remember how to operate the mini-map. Did we already find the merchant? I can't remember. Oh well, so I'm going to have to walk through to find out anyway, so... Not merchant, what am I talking about? Wait, yeah, no, merchant, that is who I'm looking for. Got confused there. There are no other NPCs in this game, so it would have to be him. Looks like that's a no anyway, so I'm going to head down to the next floor. Uh-oh. No target selected. Yeah, so you can open fire when there's nothing... Well, I say open fire, you know, I can attempt to shoot, but it won't just fire a random shot nowhere. It'll tell me that I can't do that. Okay, so our inventory is full. Most of this is healing stuff. Milk is quite good. It heals by quite a lot. 25. That's only 20. That's 10. Should I hang on to them? Or... Oh, no. I'll get rid of these. Just going to free up a little bit of space so that we can carry on picking up stuff. Because, I mean, the more stuff you pick up, the more likely you are to pick up something useful. Excuse me. I've seen better looking rocks, did he just say? Hey. I got sassed. So that's something about this game. It does have a little bit of a sense of humour about itself, which I appreciate quite a bit. The storyline to the game makes a joke about characters going it alone, because the 4 different player classes are actually characterised as 4 different specific people who come to this place and intentionally split up. When I say split up, I mean, like, you go in, the player character, and the others just wait outside. For no reason. Like, literally, no reason is really given. They just don't... Oh, got a thing. Level up. Nice. Just picking up all this junk. I mean, we can sell that to the merchant if I knew where he was. But I don't. Uh-oh. Okay. We seem to be quite a bit above the requisite level for this area. Floor 6. I assume we're on floor 6? Can't actually see where it tells you. Floor 6. So we got a guy who is at the south position, presumably. Right, we could really do with finding the merchant so we can sell some of this stuff I'm carrying around. Awful lot of stuff. Let's get rid of that. Do we need pendant? Nope. Oh, straight away. I didn't even... Actually, I don't have to be dropping this one because I've still got space in the inventory at the moment. Don't have to drop it immediately. So as you can see, I am scouring this dungeon. I'm moving fairly quickly. There's no... Oh, hang on. Can we get through this? No. Oops. Ow. I think you can manually tell the character what to aim at as well. Like, what I'm doing at the moment is just hammering the attack button and letting the computer... Like, he'll attack the... it'll designate who I fire at for me, so it'll usually target the one nearest, I think. But, like, in that instance just then, I should have been targeting the magic user, really. And I think you can manually tell it who you want to shoot at. I just didn't do that. Oops. Ow. Yeah, the magic users are a pain. Ah! That's the key we need. Yeah, well, we'll see how far this goes. Nowhere. Cool. Let's go back and use this key. Here we are. Yay! Oh! Ow! Right, got him. So, coins, that's always nice. Needs rust key. Oh! A locked chest. Oh, and this one was a trapped chest. Right, there's a book there as well as some mouldy cheese. Let's have a look. Drop that. Extra HP for a certain time. That's always nice. What's this one do? Potion will increase your defense for a while. Saving them for when we reach a particularly powerful boss. Drop that. Read that. We don't have the key for that, no. Okay, moving on. Rust key. I think that's the red one? Actually, I honestly don't know. That was a complete guess. I can see there are coins underneath that gem. I just can't be bothered to pick it up. Because I'd have to drop the gem at some point. Oh, lots of enemies. One-shotting all of them. This is good. It's always nice when you get to a point in an RPG where you can just batter everything. Ooh, a book. Explosive surprise. Keep picking up cheese. Ugh, go on then. Right, let's dump. Oh no! No, actually, no. We want that. What was I thinking? Drop the square gem. We don't want that. Right. So it's just like rare items and gems and stuff all over the place around here. Wow, this guy is dodging a lot of my attacks. Got him. So, okay, we're going to head south now. See if we can find that. I think there's a boss that spawned around here somewhere. Right, here we go. We found this guy. Let's sell some garbage. We do not want that. Feel free to drop by. So, yeah, the red key is not the rust key. I'm just going to pick up a bunch of the gems that we left behind. Still full already. That was so quick. Oh, okay, yeah, I forgot I left these behind on purpose. Let's go and gather up some more gems, and we're going to sell them straight to the merchant. Okay. It's good when you find him, because you can just ferry stuff to and from him, if you can be bothered to spend the time doing it, of course. It depends on how invested you are in the game, and how keen you are on finishing it in one piece. Oh, hang on, let's see if we can buy anything decent off of him. Plus 8 attack? It's not terrible. But I can't afford his other items, which are pretty decent, so I'll rather wait until I can afford them and buy something now that's only marginally better than what I've currently got. Oh, that's a gem. I'm going to leave that. Focusing... Oh, hello. Oh. Uh-oh. This will not end good for you. Oh. Is he coming with? You coming after me, dude? Got him. Ha! Good thing we had inventory space as well, because I was able to pick up all the stuff that he dropped. Yay! Nothing much, though. That's worth having, though. Mana tube. Don't really make use of mana. I'm going to drink it. Not even going to sell it. Oh. Oh, look! Oh, hang on a minute, guys. This is the boss of the dungeon. Hello, matey. Ow. Okay, hold on. Yeah, we need to, so, increase defense. Oh, wait. Did I do that right? Drink. And then grant you extra HP for a certain time. Drinky. Now I need to heal up because he's been hitting me while I've been doing that. Ow. 28 points of damage. What have I got that does more than 20? Well, that heals me 90. I've got 5 of them. Yep, that'll do it. Ah, see, now I need the mana potion so I can use the magic. Haha, that'll teach me. There we go. We did it. We've effectively won the game. I mean, we haven't. Oh, look, is that a yellow? No, okay. Right, so what happens now is he has dropped the skull key. I'm not going to pick it up just yet. The skull key opens that chest. Inside the chest is the lantern containing all the light of the world. And when we collect that, the dungeon is complete. So we are effectively winners at this point, but we haven't won yet. And I feel like it's not a job done properly unless we've checked out all the rooms and taken out all the bosses. You know, actually, you know what? Forget I said that. Screw that. I just want to get this done. Actually, come to think of it, like the point is to win, and because this is my first playthrough on the Steam version of this, I haven't unlocked anything yet. So by clearing this, I'll gain access to the next dungeon. Whoops. And we want that, don't we? We want to unlock more dungeons. Maybe I'll do another video to bore you to death on the next dungeon. Incidentally, the dungeons get bigger, they get longer, they get much, much, much tougher. So the challenge does increase, which I like. You also, I don't know if it's in this game, but in the 3DS version, there is there's a custom dungeon mode where you can design your own. Well, you can't design the layout, but you can choose how big you want it and so on. Okay, so I've gained all this cool stuff, but there's absolutely no point in having it. Like, I can upgrade, here you go, plus 17, plus 12, who cares? Like, I've finished, don't have to do anything now. Oh, look, there's a mission. Oh, gotta do the mission, guys. Northwest position. Oh, this is risky. I shouldn't do this. Got a full inventory. Ah! Whoa, there's a lot of these guys. Okay, start dumping garbage that we don't want or need. I'm going to drop these items as well. We don't need money at this point. There we go. Drop that. Drop that. There we go. Didn't need any of it. I find it interesting, actually. Why would the necromancer, right? He somehow managed to steal all of the light out of the world. I mean, for one thing, that's not exactly world domination. I don't know what he gained from that. Secondly, like, he just came down into a dungeon and hung out. That's it. That's what he did. He stole all the light in the world, stuffed it in a chest, and then stood next to the chest. Just stood there for a long time. I mean, what? Why? Why you do this? What is point? What does that do? This potion will slowly recover your mana over a certain time. No thanks! Don't want useful things. Don't need it. I mean, I should probably hang on to it because we still have some enemies to take down. I am going to carry on and take out the last couple of guys because it just wouldn't feel complete otherwise. This is in the bag. You go, oh, actually, no, it's not. It's not in the bag. I did clear the dungeon. That's the lantern. If I press up now and collect it, this all finishes. And that would be a win. And on GameOver for the win, if you watch my channel with any regularity and you've seen one of these before, then you might know that my hit-miss ratio with GameOver for the win isn't necessarily always that great. However, so I mean, you know, so a win would be nice. But I wouldn't feel comfortable. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ah! No! 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 That's exactly what I'm talking about! Oh, did that really just happen? No! Oh my god, he one hit killed me! Oh. Oh, you guys! Oh! What? What? You can't be serious. Look, oh my god. Oh. Alright, I'm done. I'm okay. I think I just had a minor brain explosion just then. Did that actually just happen? Okay, so it was always a danger, and I was well aware of it, but I sort of thought, well, we're doing okay, we've got plenty of armour and stuff, we've beaten the final boss, all we're going to do is pick that thing up. And I thought I didn't expect at that point to get one-shot killed. I know that those guys can do that, and it does piss me right off, but, like, I didn't really expect that to actually happen at that point. So I thought but I did expect to get I expected to get my butt kicked. And as soon as I got hurt too much, I was going to scarper and pick up the lantern. That was my plan. But it did not happen. I got one-shotted after beating the final boss of the dungeon, and now, I can't believe that happened. Oh, that was in the bag, you guys. Oh no. So, let's have a little look at the results screen. Adventure points. Don't know what that means or if it matters. Time played, a total of an hour. By the look of it, I took a break halfway through. Turns. It's just how many steps I took. I suppose you could. Oh, I don't know, because walked. Oh, I don't know. Who cares? Food consumed 7. Oh, I suppose, yeah, turns, because turns and steps aren't the same thing. Food consumed 7, gold collected, traps triggered, objects broken, quests completed 6, bosses killed 4, and monsters killed 348. Not bad. I think that was pretty decent. Can't believe I should have just picked up the thing. Like, what was I thinking? You got to admit though, like, it's a hard choice to make. I mean, because this game is fun, so I'm going to play it again. I'm going to get that lantern, and we'll be fine. I'll move on to the next dungeon. But I do like to clear the dungeons properly. I like to clear each floor fully, and I probably will the next time I do it as well. It's not a big deal to have to play through that whole thing again. That was only 7 floors, and it was very entertaining for me to go through it. So that's why I enjoy this game. You know, it's got a really strong one more go feeling to it. I want to play again right now. Like, that was amazingly fun, and I want it to be harder. I want the next one to be more challenging, which it will be once I get that stupid lantern back. Oh, I can't believe that was in the bag and I still got game over. How about that? Well, it's for the win. We finished the video. Thanks for watching this one. I hope you enjoyed it. Share with me your thoughts in the comments section. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know how YouTube works. And hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching this, though.